Classifying slopes given graphs of lines. For each of these lines, determine whether the slope is positive, negative, 0, or undefined. Any slope that goes downward from left to right is going to be a negative slope. Any slope that goes upward from left to right is going to be a positive slope. Any horizontal line is going to be a slope of 0, and any vertical line is going to be undefined. Okay, so this one goes down, so it's negative. This one is vertical, so it's undefined. 0, because it goes horizontal, and this one is positive. So you really just need to memorize those different trends. The x-intercept is where y is 0, or where the line crosses the x-axis. You can find it by plugging in a 0 for y. The y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis. It is always where x is 0. When given 2 points, you can find the slope by taking the change in y and dividing it by the change in x. So we're going to take label these x1, y1, x2, y2, and the order matters. So if whatever you call the second coordinate has to stay the second coordinate as well as the first coordinate. So we're going to take -7, that was this one, and that's going to be -8 all over 7, which is your x2, -3. So basically, this coordinate should line up as the first 2 numbers you use, and this coordinate should line up as the second ones you're using. Okay, and it's minus because you're finding the difference. So this is going to be -15 over 4. So your slope is -15 fourths. For each ordered pair, determine whether it is a solution to x equals -6. This one's easy because all you have to look for are the points that have a coordinate -6 and something. So if they have a -6 first, that means that it's an answer to the equation. So these are yes, these 2 are no. For each ordered pair, determine whether it is a solution to 3x minus 5y equals -13. To do this, you just have to plug in each coordinate. If the left side equals the right side, you know you have a match. So I already know here this is going to be way too big to work, so that's a no. So again, I'm just using this equation, I'm plugging in my values. Okay, I already know this is going to be 2 positive values, so I can save myself some work here, and I already know that that's not going to work. These two equal each other, so this coordinate works. You want to treat this just like a regular fraction problem, but you just have one that's negative. All right, so we still want to get like terms. So I think of this as multiplying by 1, or the magic 1. Okay, so 5 times 2 gives you 10. So you always want to make the same thing on the top and the bottom here. So I get -6. Same thing here. And you end up with -1/10 for your answer. To graph from slope-intercept form, you first have to figure out what the slope is and what the intercept is. Okay, so from here, you've got the M matches up with -4, and the B matches up with 5. Alright, so we're going to start with the intercept, which is 5. Go down 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, down 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. And then you get your line. Now, a couple of things to remember. If your slope is negative, like in this example, your line is going to go in this direction, like we did here. If your slope had been positive, you'd want it to be more in this direction, which meant you would have gone down 4 over 1 this way. But no matter what, you start with the intercept.